segue. Actually, it's a really shitty segue, but who cares?
Man,
That's what I'm good for.
It's like
shitty,
a segue with the fat
shitty
pulse
segue.
on it.
No, stutter. But I want to talk a little bit about, because I had this thought earlier in the week about rage culture. We was watching some Fine Brothers stuff. We was watching basically their rollback reenactments, or them rolling everything back, basically. And I just started thinking about rage culture and why it's not necessarily, it seems to be a good thing. Like, there had to have been better ways to tell the Fine Brothers that this wasn't necessarily the best idea, you know what I mean? Like, there had to have been better, kinder ways to explain that idea without blasting him up, or without blasting both of them on the internet, calling them all sorts of bad names, making it seem like they're this completely evil person when, yeah, they could have done something bad, but it's their business, like, you know what I mean? They gotta try to protect certain parts of them.
Yeah, they gotta pay their employees, like, they gotta protect the well-beings of the employees. They can go dictator shit, because America.
Exactly. Like, yeah, the one bad thing they did was they tried to trademark React. Like, if a bunch of people would have just said, hey, maybe don't trademark React, maybe just trademark Kids React, Teens React, and Elders React, maybe if you just trademark those, you guys will be fine. You know, you won't feel as much backlash. But no, people just flip their shit. There's a whole bunch of videos online that just mock them and make fun of them when maybe they could have just asked nicely.
Milking them views is what they're doing.
That YouTube money.
Oh, if you guys stay tuned to one of our channels, you will definitely get a chuckle.
Sorry for the hard cut, guys. I had a call about work, so I had to take it real fast. But we're back here bitching about some rage culture. Anyway, some questions I'd like to throw your way, Daniel, about this rage culture is that, maybe should the internet completely blast somebody whenever something, like, there's certain instances like give an awesome shout out to Drama Alert for all those weird, the Minecraft YouTubers that are like, shout out to him for getting some of those.
What is it? I know he goes by Keemstar, but is it Killer Keemstar?
I think so.
Yeah, shout out to him because he's like, hell, he's the only person like it seems like going after a lot of these Minecrafters. Like, we'll just.
Yeah,
they are out of control.
Out of control. So are we, but not as much.
Yeah,
not nearly as much, and we're not fucking pedophiles neither. So
exactly.
Fuck them.
Like, if you're 26 or hell, you 20 or above, too close. Don't be fucking with no 18-year-olds, especially if you have millions of subscribers on YouTube. Like, you got so many fangirls, you're just looking like a complete creep ass. Like, especially wait a couple years, if anything. Like, fuck, be single, make that YouTube money you've been dreaming about or whatever. And when they're actually of age and away from that 18 mark, by all means, good soul, but what are you doing? You had a birthday last month, here I am.
But except for them, I think they're the only things that probably rage culture should be
collided.
Because like I've said, like, I can get along with a murderer a whole lot better than I could a rapist or a pedophile.
Yeah, because he probably had a good reason.
Exactly. Like, he may have had a good reason. Like, maybe someone raped his child, which I do not blame him. Fucking kill that motherfucker. Go ahead. But yes, rage culture about that. But the Fine Brothers maybe is not as important of a deal. A trademark on internet videos. Like, that's not the biggest deal in the
Yeah, like not to collapse that much, like not for the whole internet to collectively collapse on them, and like them just bleeding subscribers left and right. Like, not that bad. Like money's not really that important, to be honest. Like, don't get me wrong, it helps. Everybody needs it, but it's not.
It's not the driving force, exactly.
It's not the driving force. Like, if they did start going after people for more money, and some people would see they're greedy and they'd end up being like that one guy, the villain of the internet or whatever, the guy that bought that HIV pill in Skyrock.
Oh, the CEO, Martin Scarelli?
Yeah, like, people do like that. Then we'll end up having to go to the Supreme Court and our fucking judge system, or, our little system will deal with them. Not, the whole internet's just gonna be a lot of trolls, or like a lot of people just trying to milk the money for themselves, which is like, They own a business. They're paying employees. Or if not paying them, they're at least benefiting them some way. Like, there's no point in us all going to bash them and halt them. Like, when they've helped a lot of people. Like,
Exactly, which is like
there's no point in it. Really,
exactly. There are better ways that could have went about it. Like we could have just
waited like a week and see how it went,
or even just a few, or even just opposing just the trademark to react, or sending a few thousand nice fucking messages saying, "Hey, like I understand elders, teens, kids react. Maybe not react though, because that's such a broad term, and maybe you could use that for in a nice like." It could have been done a little bit nicer instead of exploding. And maybe people say it's about the way he came off about it, but I don't know, man. Like, yeah, they came off like the one line that people point to is, "If you don't want to join, what's wrong with you?" You know what I mean? But we make those jokes all the damn time. You know what I mean? Sorry about that, guys. So I have another call from work. I had to take it, but we were just complaining about rage culture. I think after that next break, after that little break again from rage culture, I think that's kind of the sign to say, hey, maybe you should move on from rage culture a little bit.
Maybe we should stop raging about rage culture.
Yeah, maybe we should stop raging. So we can do that next time a little bit later. But we're going to move on to something I want to talk about called For the Love of